So, ladies and gentlemen, we've been covering this whole little game. Is he dissing this person? Da 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 da. Why he wasn't at this whole back and forth between him and TDE and 2Teez. And ladies and gentlemen, the game has responded to 2Teez, Kendrick's bodyguard, and the person he said that they snatching chains and burning tattoos with. Ladies and gentlemen, I think things might be heating up a little bit. Let's get right to it.
Oh boy, here we
Shout
go,
out
you
to
guys.
Chigs.
Somebody's lying to us, and we gotta figure out who ASAP. Now, I know what you guys are gonna say. Chigs, one person is known for being a generational liar, and the other person does not have a track record of lying to people. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The game just made a very compelling case for himself. Now,
Okay,
2 weeks ago, the game did a radio interview where he claimed that he wanted to sign Kendrick way before he popped off. Now, everybody knows the game was rocking with Kendrick. He put him on his mixtapes way back when. But to make a bold claim saying you wanted to sign him, that's a little bit different. Especially when his security guard himself came out and said, bro, you're lying. The man that he's with on a day-to-day basis came out and called you out for lying.
So I also reacted to this and covered that. Obviously, I said I was covering this whole thing. And I still tend to believe, like I said in that original video, I believe 2Teez in this situation over Game for multiple reasons. One being Game's track, his history, his Carfax when it comes to certain, things he said. Another reason comes with the Game being my favorite rapper when the documentary dropped, so I know how the Game be moving, and I've had to defend certain things from the Game when I was young. Then when I grew up, I was like, I ain't defending this no more. And 2Teez doesn't come out and say stuff. There's a lot of things said about Kendrick. There's a lot of things that people don't correct. He felt the need that he needed to correct this. He don't even be out there like that. And what's more compelling than 2Teez coming out and saying this is nobody in TDE, no official TDE member coming out and being like, oh, he lying. 2Teez is wrong. Game is right. That's the one that got me the most. And when you add that on top of the shots that I definitely perceive Game was taking at, Kendrick on his last project, which I will be dropping my reaction to all those songs because I wanted to get all the context of all the songs, not just the lines. And I kind of felt like I found more stuff that other people didn't find, so stay tuned to that. And like I said, I don't know if Game is dissing Kendrick because he don't like him. I don't think that's what it is. I think Game has always been a competitive person. And this is his way of, I don't know. He does this a lot to people, but it does come off like sometimes like hate, or it does come off like ill-timed, or it does come off like, this is like the Eminem Black Slim Shady thing. That's what it feels like.
As a matter of fact.
But I think it's more like, and I have no problem with a rapper being like, I'm the best in my city, my coast. I don't care if y'all have Kendrick over me. I'm the king of LA. I like that. It's cool. It's just I don't know what y'all talking about. You know what I mean? Part about it. And then he also came out when all the fans were saying, what about Kendrick? What about Kendrick? He goes, he ain't saying nothing. He ain't done nothing. So he's also said that if Kendrick want to jump, he'll take Kendrick too. So, okay.
2Teez doubled down on the Game line. Well, 2 weeks later, the Game is finally speaking out. Shout out to Back on Fig with T-Rel and Smack. Please make sure you guys go to their channel to go.
You know what I mean? Oranges in the shout out to them Back on Fig boys. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, Big Smack, Big Smacky. And Smack is very close. Smack is TDE, no? Like, I mean, he has TDE on his face, and he's in Kendrick's video. Like, and he's in Num Num Juice and the DNA video. Those are the only two that those are two just that I know. So he locked in. What's goody? It's your boy Screw. You know I'm always trying to find ways to make a little money on the side. And one thing I really rock with are those programs that allow you to get paid for playing games. And the one I'm using right now, I'm rocking with, is called Tester Up.
Wow, that is very interesting. Please tell me more.
It's an app that makes everything way easier. You download it, pick a game, and it tracks your progress for you so you don't have to guess or wait for the payout. This finna be a breeze. Out of everything I've tried, they've had the best payouts, and that's why I'm really rocking with them currently. So here's how it works. Now, obviously, mobile games need people to play their games. Instead of just running ads, they pay Tester Up to find people who will actually play.
Oh, say less.
Tester Up connects you to those games so you actually get paid for the time that you put in. When you sign up, there's usually a bonus offer that pops up. Start with that one. It's the easiest way to rack up your first bit of money. If you want to try it, download through my link or scan my QR code so you're using the same system that I am. There's a lot of random programs out there, but this is the one that's paying out the best.
There can be only one.
So give it a shot and let your boy know what you think.
Watch this full interview with The Game, but these guys were not holding back. These guys straight up asked him, hey, brother, 2Teez came out and called you a liar. I know you've been avoiding this question every single media interview that you've done. But we gotta know, did you lie? And even though he got defensive, The Game did actually give a very logical explanation. Here's what he said.
He wanted to sign Doc, and then 2Teez commented under this. So we need to clarify. He said you never tried to sign Doc, blood, verbatim. You know what I'm saying? So let's clarify that.
Here go the thing, bro. Number one, 2Teez, I let 2Teez stay with me for 5 years in the beginning of my career. 5 years I let Blood stay with me, right? I don't got no issues until they got an issue with me. I don't know what Blood issue is, but whatever. This is 46 years old. But as far as like,
yeah, he's shooting. You know what I mean? He had to just point out he lived with me on on the couch, bum man. That's basically what I heard. He had to just throw that out there. Yeah, I mean, this ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but you know he used to sleep on my couch. Yeah, this ain't got nothing to do with it, but you know he used to sleep on my couch. 47-year-old old ass nigga. That's what I felt like he said, and I'm like, that's what I said. Ooh. I don't know if this is going to put the flames out or just fan them, because it's like, if they think you lying and they might have issues with you, and you come out and you diss 2Teez doing this, I don't think it's going to make it any better. Or maybe you don't look at it like a diss, and you're just stating facts, but I'm just saying there are going to be people who take that as a diss. I just keep feeling like the tensions between Game and TDE just keep ratcheting up. And I'm not even saying it's like it's like, I guess that's, I mean, if you've heard the rumors and stuff, maybe it's been this way for a while. I don't know, but.
Hey, TDE, ask Top Dog, bro, what it is with me and what it was with me and what it is with me today. You got to ask Kendrick. Like, let these talk. Here's the thing. How the fuck can a nigga tell me what I wanted to do? If I tell you right now, I wanted to sign Kendrick, how the fuck you gonna tell me what I didn't want to do? I didn't say I signed Kendrick, had a chance to sign Kendrick. When I asked Top Dog about signing Kendrick, Top Dog would tell you this. Top Dog was like, nah, I can't let that nigga go. Literally, to my face. So how can you tell me what I didn't want? Kendrick damn near the only I ever really thought about signing, because I knew skill set was, I saw it be way before the world saw it, which is why I put him on my early mixtapes, and Top allowed that shit, and then I brought J-Rock and Kendrick on tour. Anybody to say that I wasn't instrumental or I didn't put out a helping hand to help is a straight lying, a fucking sucker ass, because you would not be keeping it 100 with yourself, and you'll be lying to the people if you didn't say that I ain't helped when I didn't have to help nobody.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to let him finish, but I already kind of found a little discrepancy in what he's saying, a little bit.
My homies, brother, everybody wanted me to keep the shit on Cedar Block because we had it. It was Black Wall Street. We was running over anything. We was running over anything in the streets at that time. And musically, wasn't nobody out carrying this shit except me. Nigga, I opened the floodgates for what this shit is now.
You did like 3 records with Dot, right? Like, I think it was like
we did the mixtape shit. We did On and on the Doc 2, I believe.
Documentary 2.
Yeah, we did See No Evil on Jesus Piece with Tank, and then we did The City.
I'm gonna have to check out some of these songs. I ain't gonna lie.
You know, LAX, I believe, and then we did, the mixtape shit and whatnot. But
he got you on all those.
We was arguing.
Hey man, listen, bro.
He got.
Hey, yo.
So look, this what happened, right? When you went viral and you had made that comment, right? He brought it up. So we looking at the little shit, and I'm just talking like I said, when I came into TDE, I'm school with Q brother. When I came in, I came in later on down the line once Q already started making his name in the game. So when you said that, first thing he do, did he? Like, bitch, cause he be trying to troll me. Like, bitch, you know I wasn't around back then, bitch. Yeah. You feel me? You know I wasn't around. So you wasn't in Carson at the house over there.
I'm about to put you guys on, all right?
Chicks, Nah, my camera shut off that. Shit, you can't be hitting niggas with a whole jump scare like that, brother. But here's the discrepancy I'm seeing. All right. So the game says that he wanted to sign Kendrick, right? And 2Teez said he never wanted to sign. He wasn't trying to sign Kendrick. All right. Game says if you ask Kendrick or Top, right, they will vouch for this story, right? Here's my one, because there's another half of this that I think, but here's the first part. I think Game saying, all right, Game asking Top Dog if he can have Kendrick. I think when 2T saying that you weren't trying to sign Kendrick means that he was saying that maybe it wasn't a serious thing. You weren't seriously trying to sign Kendrick. You weren't seriously. Remember, I wasn't there. I'm just going off what I think they're, from the context of what I said. I don't think he never said that conversation didn't happen. I just think he's saying that it wasn't, you weren't seriously ever, because that happens a lot of times. Like, a rapper will see another person like, man, let me have that. Talk to another person like, man, let me sign. Where it doesn't come off as serious. I think 2Teez is saying more like, you never got into the serious steps of signing Kendrick, which is what it was sounding like originally with what you said. Now, did you have this conversation with Top like, hey, let me get that? And then he goes, nah, I can't. And then that's the end of it. That don't feel as much as, that's why it feels like a little semantical, where it's like, okay, maybe, but then where the second part where it's a little confusing, where Game says, if anybody says I didn't try to help Kendrick, they're like, if everybody said I didn't reach my hand, I don't think anybody said that. I don't think that has anything to do with what people are talking about. We have eyes. Anybody who knows the history knows that you worked with Kendrick early. Anybody in the history knows that you was on stage when they anointed Kendrick as the new king of the West. Which also makes, when you're shooting at him and saying that you're the king of the West, look crazy. Because it looks like the time when you were talking about people battling Eminem and why he was stupid and why you never do it. And then you go back and be like, of course I battle Eminem. Why would anybody say they wouldn't battle Eminem? That's what it feels like when you're anointing someone as the king of the West, passing the throne down. And then later you come back and you were one of the people who did it. And you later come back and be like, no, nigga, actually I am the king. It just feels a bit weird. And like, that's what I'm saying. You have your right to do that, but it's like, it was your own words that make you look, your actions that make you look crazy. So I think 2Teez is more saying like, nah, this dude wasn't seriously trying to sign Kendrick. Maybe that conversation happened, but it's just, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure with that. But I think that's what 2Teez was saying. Regardless though, I definitely think that this isn't going to make the 2Teez and Kendricks of the world and Tops and Punches happy. You know, maybe some of them will come out and say, but like, there's people from TDE who could have came out and said something about this, and them not, it kind of speaks to it to me. I still believe 2Teez when it's like, Game, I'm taking what 2Teez saying is Game wasn't seriously trying to sign Kendrick. He's just said, I feel like that's what 2Teez saying. You're more just bringing this up now to clout chase. I think that's what 2T's saying. I'm not saying that, but that's what people are gonna say.
But I'm like, I don't think he tried to. And I'm standing on bitch. I just was talking shit though. But I did say that.
Also, you going also because he here. You was a bitch. Oh, this is crazy.
I'm like, Game,
so when he sit right here, you's a hoe. See, that's what he talking about. You can't say it in his face. You's a bitch. You sit on business. Come on, 2T, just look. Come on.
What are you gonna take up on him? I can't speak 2T. He said,
shut up, bitch. You was just taking up on right here.
Okay, yeah, we don't got. It's just smacking. Tira, I love him too. But yeah, go watch the rest of Chick's video. But hey, all I'm saying is whoever's right or wrong here, I still tend to lean towards 2T's. Something makes me feel like next time Kendrick opens his mouth, if this doesn't get squashed before it, or like Punch doesn't come out, or Top doesn't come out, or 2T's or Kendrick don't come out and say something, I feel like I'm going to just, the next time I hear Kendrick shooting at something, I'm going to pay very close attention. That's all I'm saying. Right? We might have us a little start of a battle. I don't know.